Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Whenever you come across this video, thank you so much for choosing to spend a little bit of time with me. I love you guys so much. Love you, love you, love you. It was weird trying to get connected this morning. Actually, everything's been like personals were way delayed. I still have a Patreon video that is taking forever to upload from yesterday. So we're gonna do, and then I'm going to be a little bit vulnerable afterwards. So, because I feel like it's necessary. So, anyways, I hope you guys are doing well. I love you so much. I'm so glad that you're here. I want to say again, thank you all so much for your prayers. It certainly is working. I'm feeling so much better. So much better. Power of prayer is crazy. Oh. Lindsay, definitely sending you all the love. And also, we are going to do trauma spotting today as well. It is Thursday, so we're going to do that too. And I think actually, usually when we do these, I just hold the space and things like that. But I think I might join you because I need to. I need to. I think the vulnerability will be good. So also want to take a minute, shout out to Jakey D, happy birthday, and happy birthday Maui Pants. Happy birthday Maui Pants. So anyways, all right. Let's get a message, shall we? Let's get a message. What does the collective need to know, please? Holy Spirit, holy angels. What does the collective need to know? Okay, so we have your commitment is being tested and expect powerful change. That poor dog. Her name is Pepper. She's the one that has the skin problems. Okay, and then we have you and your loved ones are safe. Okay. I feel like there's one more. One more. Meditate and contemplate. Christina. Yeah, no, hers is, the other day she was loose and I went, she's a little dog, real small. And I went to go take her back to where she was in the middle of the road. So I was like, you can't be here, Not that people drive down my road very quickly, right? So, like, she was probably fine, but I went to go, like, pick her up, and I just barely touched her skin, and she squealed, and I just was like, ah, you poor thing. All right. Let's see here. This seems like a general energy right now, right? With these cards here. Your commitment is being tested. Expect powerful change. You and your loved ones are safe. And meditate and contemplate. So, let's get one on each of these. Your commitment is being tested, please. Expect powerful change. That's funny. Expect powerful change. is clarified by release expectations. Interesting. So definitely there's powerful change coming, but release how you expect it to come. You and your loved ones are safe. Become a wonder hunter. Ooh, the rabbit. Which always reminds me of the Empress, or like being very abundant, fertile. Oh, fertile. Careful. Careful now, okay? But also, you could be birthing something, you know, besides another human. Also, sorry about that noise if it's too much. Meditate and contemplate. Unfurl a new beginning. I really feel like there's an energy collective. We might be being tested right now. It makes sense. Makes sense. Bring your monster flowers. This has to do with fear, and it makes sense because it has to do, you know, I've been picking up on an energy, you know, and also this is part of like the vulnerability here, of just really being like scared, kind of in a way. I don't know. Let's get some more on it. I know why I'm scared. I don't know why you're scared. But it's rising up for a reason. You know what I mean? Let's get some more on it. Alright, let me get one on this. Bring your monster flowers. Yeah, there's a cleanse, a clearing happening. Release expectations. Okay. There's something about releasing how you expect something to come in that will actually uncover it. Uncover what it is that's coming in for you. Okay? And I picked up on that. I can't remember. All the readings run together for me, and I oftentimes forget some of the things, right, which is part of channeling, right? But that's kind of a similar energy. Can you hear me okay? Ready to speak up? My ear's being weird, so I don't know. Okay, become a wonder hunter, please. Mirroring. And unfurl a new beginning. Yeah, you guys are really, okay, so collectively we're really being washed clean right now, okay? There's this energy of, this certainly is a time for healing, okay? It makes sense, all right? I heard something about like midsummer. That card is, I keep seeing that card. All right, and summer really kind of, we're approaching midsummer. To be honest with you, what midsummer is like? It is July, right? Probably towards the end of July here. Um, but there is an energy of within yourself here, right? There's a lot of cleansing. We've been talking about this. I feel like it was yesterday, right? We were talking about that. We have the Justice card. So some of you are experiencing something. You're mirroring something here, okay? I don't know who you're mirroring it to. Maybe to your children, maybe to some people around you. But I feel like there's something that maybe you've been like holding on really tightly to, right? And it has to do with like fear. But I feel like it's something that you've outgrown, or you know what I mean? It's this is like going to the next level on your journey, wherever you are, right? For some of you, it's starting a new project. For others of you, it's, leaving a job, maybe leaving a city, a town. It may be leaving, you could have, I don't know, but it could be, releasing a habit. It could be releasing certain people, okay? It's like really big stepping out of your comfort zone. And a lot of it has to do with, first of all, like your commitment, right, to this process, and to the divine. But also it's really releasing some sort of, I feel like it's an internal belief, right? It's an internal perception. Um, that may be like, excuse me, like blocking something here. Okay, but I don't think it's necessarily blocking it. You may be perceiving something as being blocked, but really it's like it's like this monster, right, is showing up to be released per usual. That's how it goes, but this could be like a big, a big deal here. Some of you might be realizing too where the root of this is, right? Maybe you've been searching, and it may be yeah, release expectations. Okay, so some of you with this expectation thing, right? It's okay, so first of all, for some of you, there's somebody that has been in your energy. There's like this okay, so we don't all, like, there's, I feel like you hold yourself very accountable, collective, right? And so that's why there's this like hesitancy around, it's like I feel like you're searching within yourself here, okay? But I'm really seeing this in this deck, the Two of Pentacles. It always reminds me of somebody like trying to bind their finances to your finances, or like somebody like almost like trying to cut off your finances, or I don't know, there's something very significant about and it doesn't have to be finances, but it could be something that you know, it could be friends, it could be family, it could be, it's like this energy of wanting to cut you off, right? Wanting to keep you bound, it feels like, okay? We have justice here though, and the only way that somebody can do that, right, is if they're attaching to a belief system, right? If you believe it's true, if you believe that you're not worthy of whatever, right? Friends, family, romance, finances, success, all these things. There's this feels like a really big release, okay? But with this, it's like this hidden, yeah. And I feel like rather than searching for who did what or whatever it may be, right? You search within yourself because you know that that's the root. It's always within you, right? Other people can do what they will, but you have control over yourself here. I feel like you may have been searching for something within you to release here, okay? I feel like this justice is coming. Yeah, there's this Two of Swords, indecision. What's this Two of Swords? Nine of Swords. Four of Wands. Yep. Yep. This indecision between, you know, the Four of Wands always reminds me of, you know, it's the 1111 card, right? Are you on the right path? Are doors opening up for you? Or are you in this Nine of Swords energy, overwhelmed, uncertain, you know, overthinking? This is maybe an energy that you may be, you know, going back and forth in for some of you, possibly. This could also be somebody else in regards to you, okay? But here's, I feel like, again, with that, because it makes me feel like this Four of Wands is naturally your energy, right? But this indecision, it's like, I feel like I keep seeing that Two of Pentacles, where there's like this, you know, you may be going back and forth a little bit here. And it's almost like this Nine of Swords isn't even really your energy, right? And that's where I feel like yeah. Queen of Wands. What is she doing here? Hmm. So we have justice in the present moment. So I love that for you because this means that the scales are balancing out here. Okay, this is happening present time. Okay, so some of you are getting you're getting possibly getting down to the root of this. And we have the Death with the Two of Swords, which means this indecision is coming to an end. Okay, so there's definitely this energy of like trusting this process. But I'm picking up on an energy where some of you are concerned about it's almost like this energy where you know that something is changing, right? Hmm. I want to get one more on this. And again, I don't know what it has to do with, but it's like, this could be like a really old wound here, okay? Some of you, it may be attached to like, I'm picking up on like a motherly energy, right? Doesn't have to be, but I feel like it could be something that maybe even was passed down from your mother's side, or like just even your mother, and maybe you don't realize, you know what I mean, or It doesn't have to be, but I feel like, and if it wasn't something that was passed down, right, it could just be like a maternal, like something that was, like developed, some sort of complex trauma that may have been developed from, you know, from a maternal energy here, okay? Mother, aunt, grandmother, you know, whoever, okay? Um, I do feel like there's somebody else that's very much in their head, because I feel like you've been building something, okay? Um, Again, I don't know what it is with this Page of Pentacles. Um, this is also a, you know, an offer that may be coming towards you, but if you look, it's like she's creating something here, okay? So whether it be creating stability, a house, a business, you know, creating, honestly, with it being the Page of Pentacles, this is something you're creating in the physical, right? There's this worry, either you or somebody else is worrying about this, like growing into this, you know, going from this Page of Pentacles into this Queen of Pentacles energy here, okay? That's you know, that's success, that's abundance, that's, that, you know. Yeah, look, we have the nurture at the bottom of the deck. Tell me about this. Uh-huh. Yeah. You know what? This is somebody, I feel like there's somebody who um you may have shared something with, or you know, they were able to tap into something, or they had a reading done, or they, I don't know. There's somebody that's been in your business, and they used, you know, some sort of information that they've been given to try to, I don't know, I feel like keep you stuck here. And this is somebody that, like, watches, they spy. They may even have help or something. And again, this is not, you know, I'm never one to, like, you know, we have to take accountability here, and their ability to do anything, you know, to have access, right? To have power over us, right? And again, I'll always say that if anyone is able to do anything, it's because God is allowing it so that you can have this justice, so that you can remove whatever this is. Okay? So we can forgive these people for, you know, this is somebody that I feel like really desires to be like you, or even to be you, which is odd. Or I'm hearing somebody felt rejected here, okay? I heard it's a matter of time. Somebody feels as though it's just a matter of time. Let's get some clarity on this. Yeah. I heard there's like possibly like up to 3 people, maybe even more, that are just, I feel like are envious here, okay? And that's just a spirit that, you know, they allow to consume them. Yeah, you mirror to them. And that's why this is happening, because you're mirroring something to them that makes them uncomfortable. Okay? And so there's like this energy of somebody wanting you to feel uncomfortable, or yeah, look, 3. I'm telling you, there's like up to 3 people here. Okay, let me get one that's just as present for King of Cups. I feel like this is somebody who possibly just, I don't know, you could be really enjoying life and they may not be, right? Like maybe they feel like they don't have anything going for them. It's like this energy, like you've grown something, or you've planted seeds, or you've done some sort of work, and somebody's like feeling left out by that, or they're upset that they didn't do the same thing, or I don't know, there's something, they want a part of it, but they don't want to do the work, like, and for some reason I feel like somebody has like done some sort of like cord, or like, yeah, they've and for a lot of you this has to do with your finances. They've attached themselves in some sort of way. It's like they got all energetically intertwined here. Okay, but I feel like the divine is putting this to rest here. Okay, um, but obviously, in order for this to come to rest, you've got to release any fear that anyone could come in and do that, right? That anyone, you know what I mean? You've got to release the fear of whatever it is that's rising here, okay? Um, yeah, because somebody may have, like, I don't know, somebody may have tried to do the same thing as you, or they may, I don't know, there's just this energy of like, collective, you may be really talented at something, or you know, this is like somebody like at work or something that is like, you may be really good at your job, right? And somebody may be bashing on your work ethic, or you know, and getting kind of mixed in, you know, because I feel like there could be some sort of opportunity, maybe in the workplace, maybe like a promotion, or just maybe even some sort of recognition, maybe even like a bonus or something. I don't know, but and it feels like there's, um, you know, you're mirroring something to somebody that gives them, that makes them feel lack, that makes them feel less than, right? And rather than doing what they need to do to feel better, to feel like about themselves, they'd rather just bring you down, like to their level. So, but I feel like somebody's being stopped here. But it makes me feel like they somehow got some sort of information, right? Like this, like, I don't know, whoever this is, they were like, I heard shooting blanks, right? So they could have been trying to do this, attempting to do this, and then somehow got in your energy, got some sort of information, whether you just told them this information or something like that here, okay? So now this Nine of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Because they really don't like how you've built something up here. Yeah, it's like very clear progression, right? As within, so without. We have the Page of Swords, then the King of Swords. You know, again, this is also somebody that is like, does not like that you walked away from them, or that you turned your back on them, or that you know what I mean? Like, they don't like that. I heard again, they feel rejected. But it's very, and also too, like, I feel like this is somebody who, again, with the mirroring, they compare themselves. And it's like, I feel like you've done a lot of work to get into this King and this Queen energy, and they may still be in the Page energy, right? The very beginning. Um, I heard the building blocks, right? And the building blocks always start within, right? But this is somebody that doesn't, I don't know, they don't want to do whatever it takes. And that may be why you walked away. Because this is somebody that avoids like the actual real work, right? The internal work. They don't want to face themselves. They don't want to face, they may harbor a lot of like resentment or a lot of guilt. And that's, you know, that's hard to face, right? Or even just trauma, right? It's hard, it's not easy. and it's not comfortable going into the shadow and you know what I mean. So it's just easier if they can just you know, make somebody else feel less than, whoever this is. I think you're figuring out who this is though, okay? And honestly, I feel like I feel like it could be coming from multiple directions. Like it feels like you're surrounded for some of you, and you may be feeling like that as well. But I feel like this energy is going to be redirected, right? Once this, you know, you are clearing this, you are cleansing this. This is happening. This justice is happening for you in this present time. Okay? Is this candle magician? Ghost? Yeah. This is an energy of somebody that wants you to just be like waiting. Stuck and waiting, right? And that because that's what they do, possibly. But that's not who you are, right? You take action here towards what, you know what I mean? There's like this, again, there's this like self-awareness. There's like this accountability that you're like, listen, whatever is going on in my reality is absolutely fully 100% my responsibility. Like I'm picking up on that energy ginormously. And I love that because that's exactly how it should be, right? So I don't see you waiting on anything. Right, unless if it's God, and that's different. But this, it's like that you're so, I feel like you're so self-aware that you know the difference on whether or not you're waiting on God or you're projecting into the universe, right? A fear or an indecision or a, you know, something, right? It's Four Swords, Page of Wands. This could also be somebody, again, I feel like this is somebody who doesn't take accountability, right? Like they are the victim. They, you know, and again, if this is not somebody else like tapping into your, and can you guys still hear me okay? I can't tell if we are, if I'm being loud or quiet. My left ear is like not doing well today, apparently. So just let me know if we're good. But anyways, yeah, this is like an energy of somebody that's like, I'm just gonna, you know, close my eyes and just hope for the best, right? Like, and that's not you at all, right? Um, Now there is an energy of like, I feel like it's not that I feel that you're trying to control the situation, right? But again, it's the accountability, right? You take accountability. And I feel like this person, whoever this is, it could also be too that could be that energy that's coming up that's like, you know, could be attached to that maternal wound, okay? If that part is for you, if this is something within you, here, okay? Yeah, but I feel like you're going to be given the key here, okay? Um, there's really, man, I'm just telling you, I just feel like there is just some people in your energy, and Yeah, I feel like here's what I feel like. I feel like you were meant to trigger this person, right? All of this happened for a reason. You were meant to walk away. You were meant to cause this tower, okay? Um, and I feel like you sent this person into into this, like, I really want to say this childish energy, okay? So it's all happening for a reason, right? Like, this was a divine contract. It's all a thing. So there's really this energy of, like, everything is just as it should be. And going back to this, you and your loved ones are safe. Like, you need to know that. Like, this is all happening for divine purpose. And in this present moment, like, the scales are balancing. Things are balancing out. And this is like a time of, like, cleansing and clearing and healing, okay? So I'm not saying all of this to cause any type of fear, and I don't think that anyone that watches these, that is attracted to this channel, in this community, I don't think you sit in that fear, right? Like, this is, I feel like, there's this very large sense of taking responsibility for your actions, for your own reality, and understanding that, as an extension of God, source, the divine, like, you really are, you know, responsible to an extent, right? It's a very fine line between controlling and also just, having faith in the divine and allowing, but that's part of it, right? That's part of this process here. Yeah, I just keep hearing somebody feels very threatened. They feel very threatened. By your existence. That's crazy. Yeah, this is going back to an energy. Somebody may be very religious or something, right? Because it is like, if you're real, then that kind of disproves everything that they know. We've picked up on that energy before, collective, that if you, as an empath, are, or whatever it is that you're doing, is real, or if you're honest, or if you are your authentic self, say you are, collective, then everything that this person has thought about themselves, they realize that thought about themselves. Everything that this person has thought about you, they realize that it's actually what they think of themselves. And that scares this person, or these people, because they've had some probably pretty lower vibrational thoughts here. Okay? Yeah. And I feel like you just keep digging and digging and digging. And when I mean digging, I don't mean in anybody else's business. I mean in your own, right? And man, I feel like you're really coming up in the world here, okay? Um, in some sort of aspect, it's like you're building your own happiness and you're becoming this star energy. And this is threatening to somebody. Okay, so a lot of what you might be feeling, it may actually be somebody else in your energy. Like, I'm not one to, like, I hate even being like, this is happening because of somebody else. Because the only reason that that could happen is if there's something that they've been able to attach to, right? So there's this energy of, well, yes, I feel like somebody has literally like done some sort of binding or something like that. First of all, I feel like the divine is only allowing this so that you can release whatever it is that they've attached to. And second of all, like you are safe, okay? So this is not a message of blaming anybody else, right? This is just an informative message so that way we can get down to the root of maybe where this like imbalance may be happening. If this message resonates for you, this may not resonate for everyone, and that's okay too. But it's like whoever this is, right? um yeah, I just keep hearing they're threatened. They feel threatened. They feel threatened by your existence, because if you are real, then they are fake, is what I heard. I don't know. There's no way, you know, because we've all had our own different experiences, right? So this is somebody who may still be very much in like a black and white, yet right or wrong, yes or no, you know, type of energy, right? You know, they don't understand the gray area. They don't understand that we're all experiencing something different, and you know, they just haven't reached that perception yet. And that, you know, your experience collective could be something completely different from them, but that doesn't make who they are invalid. But there's something within them that feels that way, and that's because you're doing your job. You're triggering these people. Yeah. You're awakening these people. Yeah, Ace of Swords. Yeah, and you're building something brick by brick, stone by stone. And I feel like somebody wanted to come and tear that down. Yeah. It's like they wanted to invalidate you. For some reason, I feel like there's it's like again, like I said, if you are who you say you are, if you are doing what you say you're doing, if you're really standing in your authenticity, if you're really having this victory, right? Then you are disproving them and what they say, and you're really just reflecting to them how they feel about themselves. And I think that terrifies this person, because I feel like also too there's like somebody else involved, right? There's like this energy of I don't know, wanting somebody else to walk away from you or something like that, right? I feel like this is somebody that's wanting to come in between you and something or someone else. Sorry, does it keep cutting out really bad? I just noticed it kind of buffered there for a second. Okay. Okay, as long as you're still getting the message, that's important. So, with that being said, I want to do some trauma spotting. It is Thursday. Tis Thursday. And, you know, as far as like what I was talking about, like being vulnerable, because I feel like it might be helpful, is you guys need to know that sometimes I get scared too. Okay. The last few months have been kind of really terrifying for me. um, you know, and again, I know that there's energetic interference, right? Um, and also, it's all happening for a reason, you know, so that I can remove these wounds. And I've been working really hard on doing that, and trusting the process and leaning as far into my faith as I can. But the message that I did for Patreon yesterday just really kind of hit home. Because oftentimes I don't allow myself to be vulnerable in certain ways because I just want to, it's like just like for my kids, right? Like I try to be strong for you guys too. Because I don't want you to lose faith in your journey. Like if you see me going through like ups and downs and rounds, but there's this energy of like, maybe you need to see that. And so, you know, as far as, it's just been scary, right? I've been working really hard to build and grow and build and grow and build and grow, and it feels threatened right now. Um, and part of that is, you know, um, my own doing, right? As far as like maybe not being necessarily like I guess I was living maybe too much in the moment, and not thinking ahead, but also, you know, part of it is just is so I can heal too. Okay, so anyways, yeah, I've, you know, I just am, one of my biggest things is I don't want to fail. Mostly for my kids, right? This is the most stable we've ever been. And I just want to keep them safe and protected. So, and obviously that's a fear that's rising up for me. Because I literally do everything for them, for their future. I mean, obviously, you know, the healing is too for myself, but I started because of them. And so when all of this hard work feels threatened, scares the fuck out of me, I just have to tell you. So, there's that. And I feel like you need to see this side as well. You know, again, I try to stay strong. But and I know it all has purpose, right? And I know that so this is, I don't want you to think that I'm being a feeling like a victim right now, right? Because I don't feel like that at all. But it's scary sometimes. And sometimes we just have to keep going, you know, even in fear. But anyways. And yeah, this position that I hold is kind of a lot of pressure, and you know, I have a hard time. I like to show up, and you know, I come from a family that hid all the, you know, it was perfectionism, right? They hid all the bad, right? And it just, you know, you show up to the world in this perfect light, and then because, you know, yeah, so you know, and for any of you that are on Patreon, you'll see the video, but I don't need to be perfect for you. I need to be relatable. I need to be, you know, it's not that I'm not real, right? But I just try to be strong because I don't want you to lose faith in your journey. You know, if I show up scared one day, right? It's like, that's really what it is. I don't want you. Yeah. So, anyways. So. Let's do some trauma spotting, shall we? Let's woo! Thank you for listening. And thank you for allowing me the space to be vulnerable. Again, like I said, it's not like I try not to be vulnerable because I don't want you to lose faith in your path. But if you watch the Patreon video, the Divine explains it very well. And it made hella sense yesterday. And I was like, well, fuck me. Excuse my language, but okay. And, you know, today of all days, right? And this reading was nice because I found the root of, yeah. Anyways, all right, let's get into it. Let's do some trauma spotting, shall we? Your ears ever get clogged? Drives me crazy. Insane! So, alright guys, let's do it. So I'll ask my usual question. Some of you probably already know exactly what you're going to work on. Some of you do not, and that's okay. It's just whatever comes to mind first. Excuse me. Alright, here we go. So, has there ever been a time in your life when you didn't feel loved, seen, safe, heard, or cared for? Whatever comes to mind first is what you'll be working on. I also want to take a minute and say that it doesn't always have to be, you know, a trauma that we're spotting on, right? We can also do trauma spotting on, you know, positive emotions and help grow those, right? Those also, too, are found in the body, right? Those also, too, activate the body. And so you can tap into that and focus on that as well and help that grow. All right, so for some of you, that may be something that you may be doing today. Others of you, we are going to tap into something to release it. Feeling that, okay, where you're feeling activated. Feeling activated could just feel like a focus in your body. Like you could be drawn to a spot. It could feel like a heaviness. could feel like a pressure, it could feel like a stabbing, it could feel like an emptiness or a numbness. You could feel a tingling, you know. And keep in mind that this is also part of your body. All right, so if you're feeling it up here too, that's okay. That's where and that's where you're supposed to be. All right, not in your thoughts, but just where you're feeling activated. Okay. Um, a lot of you, it may be right in here. That's where I'm feeling it a lot too. But again, just wherever you're feeling it. Um, So I want you to go into your body and put your focus there. This may move around during the session. Just follow it with your mind, okay? And now with that being said, so one of the easiest ways that I found to find your gaze spot is you can scan the room, right? Going from left to right or right to left with your eyes and see where that activation feels the strongest. Okay, and then once you find that spot, you can also go up or down. All right. But you can also close your eyes and focus on that sensation and then just open your eyes and allow them to go wherever they naturally want to go and allow them to rest there. Okay? Whatever, this process is different for everyone, just like everything else in life. Okay? So whatever you're feeling guided to do in this moment is right for you. Okay? So, yeah, don't forget to breathe. Alright, guys. So, once you find that sensation in your body and you find your gaze point, white butterfly, here we go. I'm going to turn on some St. Finn. That's the nickname I gave him. Hope he likes it. I'm so proud of you. You're doing the right thing. You are a good person. Stay focused on the body. You're doing a good job. You can trust this process. Allow it to take you down the journey. stick with it. Don't forget to allow God to lead. It's a lot smoother that way. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and come on back. Go ahead and wiggle your fingers and your toes. Open your eyes whenever you feel ready if you had them closed. Rub your hands together to remind you that you're here. Good job. Good job. That was a big one, I feel. How do you feel? You did a good job. Yeah. And if you're still releasing, you can always go back, or you can go back to the other, trauma spotting videos that we've done to keep going, you know. Also, this process is just going to keep working through you throughout the day, right? So make sure that you drink plenty of water. Excuse me. If you still need to sit with it for a little bit longer, that's okay, right? We all release at different times, different, you know. So if you need to sit with it a little bit longer, you can, but know that that divine support is still with you, right? And if you feel like you need to get some rest, and you have the opportunity, allow yourself to do that. Proud of you, Flo. I'm proud of you that. I feel like that was significant. Like there may have been like a lot of like, whenever I feel like they're chopping up trees, possibly, right? These are probably trees that grew in places that weren't supposed to, maybe, but I think it's a tree chomper. Anyways. Oh, goodness, good job. 654. You count down. Yeah. I felt like it. Like at first, I was like, meh. But then I was like, everything happens for a reason. Good job, guys. And thank you for allowing me to be vulnerable. One thing that came through for me was I have a hard time doing that because any time that I've done that before, it was either not taken seriously or it was taken for granted, right? Used against me. So I am so grateful for all of you that don't do that. And there was these ginormous scissors that came through that chopped all the energetic cords to anyone who ever did that to me. So thank you. You felt the scissors too, Irene? Also, Irene, I'm sorry that that there was such a delay on, you know, the upload for you. Whew! Good job. Good job. Thank you. Because it's hard work. It's hard work to do shadow work, to face it. You know, it may seem like it's easy. We're just, you know, to the outside eye, we're just sitting here, you know, in a meditative state, but really you're diving into some pretty painful things. You know, things that most people run from. But a lot of you sat here and you decided to look at it again so that you could see it differently. So that you could hug it and love it. Yeah. All the heroes. Good job. All right, guys. Well, I am actually going to go get some water myself. Um, and go check on the littles. And go from there. I'm sure the Patreon video has been posted by now. Those of you that are not on Patreon, that's okay. I love you so much also. And you know, stay in the flow, drink lots of water, mind your own business, um, follow your bliss. It's okay not to be okay. Any hoots. I love you guys. We'll talk soon, okay? Maggie, I will actually, because I posted the Patreon, I'm going to do, yes, Tink. I'll create a community post with the reading link, and that'll take you right to it. Thank you for joining us. But yes, it is okay to be alone. It does not mean that you're lonely. And actually, really, we're never alone, right? Gotta love our own energy. Sherry, I was thinking about that earlier. I will be doing that. Maybe even later today, depending, because I don't think I have any bookings. So I'm probably going to check on the kiddos. And then I thought of that actually earlier today. So you mentioning it is confirming for me that I should probably do that. So we will do that. You're sweet, Sherry. Thank you. So, and then, I always try to give out some too while I'm doing those. So, I try to give what I can when I can. And then don't forget, also tomorrow we're going to do the Level Up Exchange. And I'm actually going to do it live so you guys can see that. I think I'm going to start doing it live more often. And then, but yeah, so I'll probably see you guys later. But I love you, I love you, I love you. Have the best day.